Welcome to the first episode of the series Coop Learns to Animate, KLTA. My goal for this series, I want to become, I should probably give you a little background. I've always wanted to learn how to animate. I always loved cartoons, and throughout my life, I've always been drawing. I'll put up a couple images now. I want to see if I have the right amount of skills to teach myself how to do something as complicated as animating. I got my drawing tablet right here. I may put up a picture of that. That's pretty much it. Let's just get into it. So, it kind of just occurred to me, I'm not going to be able to animate shit if I don't have the app to animate. I am familiar with Adobe. I use Photoshop all the time. Holy shit. Did I get the yearly one? I don't know. It will be a miracle if I'm still making this series after a day. I'll get the monthly, $35, no fee. Continue. Oh, installing. Okay. That's going to take, how long is that going to take? Fuck. The email from Adobe thanking me for their purchase. You're welcome, Adobe, for my purchase. I hope you enjoy my hard-earned cash, you greedy fuck. Okay, we are at 95%. 5 more to go, and we'll be on a roll any day now. Take your time. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You installed Animate. Congratulations. Okay, so we're gonna open it and let's see what we get into. Let's get into it. Let's get into. I hate myself. Get onto this screen. Hold on. Get over. What do you mean not responding? I just got the app. Oh my! This is gonna be a fun series. I can tell already. Holy shit! We got a little something. What in the? Okay. If I can get it. If I can get it on my screen. Not that screen. Get on my screen. Get on my screen. It's frozen. Well, that's the end of today's video, I guess. What in the fuck? This might take a minute because I guess my computer's taking a fat shit right now. It's not. Everything just froze. Everything just froze. Ah. Okay. Well, finally. That took way longer than it should have. Let's start a new file fast. I don't know what does that even mean? What the fuck? What the fuck? 1280, 720, absolutely. If you don't mind if I do, 30 frames per second. It's now a good time to mention that I have absolutely zero patience. So this is probably gonna be a short series. Here we got something. We got a little something. The hell is this? I'm not clicking that. Hello? Hello? I think my shit just froze again. Ain't that about a bitch? And it's frozen again. Got a pen. Whoa, what the fuck? What if I hit play? Okay, so I'm assuming if I hit this. Okay, what the fuck? Huh? If I erase, so why is that eraser so small? Hold on. Can I change the size of my eraser, please? That's way too small. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna just do this. Perfect. Back to my pen. That's not a pen. What the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I already mentioned that I have terrible patience. So this is probably going to be a hard watch for most of you artists out there. But unfortunately, I don't give a damn. Brush tool. Classic. I'm gonna put a smiley face. I don't know. What am I doing here? What is this? Okay. Insert keyframe. Okay, wait, so if I do this and I go to this, okay, we're getting somewhere. Let me see. If I add a couple of these, I'm just trying to see something. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're doing something. Okay, I think I got the basic. I think I got the basics down. That's a wild assumption. Okay, now I know a little something. I know something about keep posing. I know a little bit. I'm gonna start with the ball up here. What the fuck? Why is my pen all of a just grown in size? It was literally just a what in the fuck? Well, here we are. That's what I've been looking for, I think. Oh yeah, that worked. Can I turn off this? Is this it? Use pressure. Fuck no. Get out of here. Okay. Let me see here. Size. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, we're learning. What the fuck? Alright, we're learning. Okay. So, we'll go back here. What was I doing? Ball. Bouncing. Draw a circle here. That's too small. Hold on. You know what? I think I'm gonna just try something else. I'm gonna make this simple. I'm not gonna draw a circle. I'm gonna just put a big ass dot. You see that? Dot. Boom. Boom. Dot. Put another one here. Wait, hold on. I need that onion skin. So yeah. Oh yeah. I told you. I know a little something. Whoa, why is it purple? Okay, that's the first one. We're gonna go down here. Nope. Center it a little bit more. Maybe right here. Yep. We're gonna hit it right there. You know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna make it look a little squishy when it hits down. I think. You know what? No, that's too. I'm getting ahead of myself. Voila! I made a bouncing ball. I mean, it's bouncing fast as shit. It's a bouncing ball regardless. I'm an animator now. Y'all see this? I'm an animator now. This is crazy. Now I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna add a couple more frames. I'm gonna make it look a little smoother. Add another keyframe. It didn't add it. So I want to add the keyframe in between these two. These two right here. Can I do that? Oh wait, keyframes. Oh right. Frames and keyframes are different. I think. I might be wrong. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh, whatever the fuck was. Okay, so we're here. So if I add it here, right? If I add another one here, I should add it here, right? We're gonna find out. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's loop it again. It's not looped enough. Hold on. Let's try it. Let's see. Oh, that looks stupid. Hold on. Okay, again. Oh, see, there's two of them here too. This was not right. I knew that shit wasn't right. Okay, back to square one. Bouncing ball, hella fast. Now, I just want to add some frames in between that. Can I do that? Oh, okay. No, see, I see this is not working. Okay, so how come when I hit insert frame, it looks like this? Why it look like this? Oh, okay, I'm learning. I think. Nope, I'm not. Nope, I'm not. Okay, so why is it copy? Why is it just copy this one? Why is it doing that? I erase. Oh my god, it's tiny. Hold on. Now, okay, now we're doing what I wanted to do. Now we're gonna put. Oh, why is it like that? We're gonna put balls in between these. I'm gonna put a ball in between these balls. I'm gonna go here and put a ball in between these balls. Go here and put a ball in between. That's not right. Hold on. Let me see how this looks. Okay. Boom. That's it. It looks smoother. It looks smoother. Right? I think it does. Let me see here. Now let's see. Okay. Turn off onion skin. Off. Up. Down. A little bit more. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn this back on, and now I'm gonna make it look like it's smushed. Oh yeah, hold on. Nope. What was that? Okay. Make it look like a little pyramid. Here we go. Oh, y'all see that? Oh, it looks smushed now. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little bit more. Hold on. Down. What is this? Now I'm add another one. Wait, okay. Because all I had to do is do those ones backwards. It's like a timeline. It's like positive and negative. What am I saying right now? So I think this is right. We're gonna loop it and see how it looks. Okay, not too bad. Let me see if can I make this. Can I make this slower? Can I change the frames per second? Can I do that, or is that already too late? Can I change this? I guess not. Great, I got a better idea. I'm gonna do this. Oh yeah. Bop. Boop. A little shorter. Hopefully this looks like what I think it looks like. Okay, I don't know about you, but that looks like a bouncing ball to me. I'm gonna add a little, hold on, let me see something. I think I'm gonna add a little wind. Hold on, listen to this. Whoosh. Wait, why are these copied? What the fuck? What happened? Oh shit, I fucked it up. Okay, no whoosh. Never mind. Screw it. Okay. That seems like a good spot to end it. I've been recording for 30 minutes. I know what some of y'all are thinking. 30 minutes? You amateur. But I really just want to get this first video up. I wanted to keep it simple. I've never done this before. So I think this is a good spot to end it. Okay, well that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be uploading more of this series, KLTA. This was episode 1. I learned how to make a bouncing ball. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the next episode, but stick around and find out. And it should be a fun ride. And hopefully by the end of this, I'll be a professional animator.